Hello, welcome to Joy News at 6. The news is live on Joy 99.7 FM and hits 103.9 FM in Accra. In Kumasi, we are live on Love 99.5 FM and over 30 affiliates across Ghana's 16 regions, including ATL FM Cape Coast, Might FM Tamale, Bewa Radio Yendi, and in Kiligi FM Boli. Get radio, TV, and online content on the myjoyonline.com interactive app for Android and iOS devices. This morning, the minority in Parliament is appealing to Ghanaians and civil society groups to join its campaign to force Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, and his deputies to resign.
And you, as a Ghanaian who is already suffering it, are to join us to get him to resign because the law protects him.
Also, Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin justifies political parties' control over members as he says MPs cannot be separated from the interest of their parties in the conduct of business.
We go to the parties to sign our form for us to stand on the party ticket to contest election. The parties now hold sway over the members of parliament.
We have details of that shortly in business.
New World Bank report ranks Ghana among top 10 countries in the world with highest food inflation rate. Details on the Joy Business report.
A lawyer representing Sarah J., one of the accused individuals in the Cecilia Dapa $1 million case, hopes to secure bail today for the nursing mother.
They've taken her back to cell. So we're just making preparation to arrange for people to execute the bill for him. Looking at the bail condition, to me, it was so harsh.
I am Amazing Yamiche Thompson. Details shortly. The minority in Parliament is rallying Ghanaians and civil society organizations to join its call for the resignation of the Bank of Ghana's Governor, Ernest Addison, and his deputies. This comes after the central bank made losses to the tune of over 60 billion cedis in 2022. The minority finds BOG's financial situation unacceptable. They're pushing for the governors to resign within 21 days or they'll be forced to picket the central bank. Ranking member Isaac Adongo wants Ghanaians and civil society groups to join in their campaign.
There are several ways of killing a cat. But do you know that criminality doesn't expire at the right time? If he doesn't resign, he doesn't purge himself. He has several other breaches. This is just one. Several other violations of the law with impunity. At the right time, we will isolate and deal with them individually.
But in the meantime, you're simply asking him to resign.
In the meantime, this is the path we have taken. And you, as a Ghanaian who is already suffering it, are to join us to get him to resign because the law protects him.
You heard Ranking Member on Parliament's Finance Committee, Isaac Adongo. Still in Parliament, Speaker of Parliament, Alban Bagbin, has justified why members in the House cannot conduct business independently without the influence of their political parties. Addressing a forum in the Western region to mark Parliament's uninterrupted 30 years of democracy, Mr. Bagbin says the system cannot free the MPs from the control of their political parties.
We go to the parties to sign our form for us to stand on the party ticket to contest election. The parties now hold sway over the members of parliament. And so in taking decisions in the House, many members are swayed to follow the directives of the party. Party discipline and the whip system can be so strong and rigid, as I said, a feature of the Westminster system adopted by us. And that leaves the MP with little scope for independent action.
He said although the phenomenon is worrying, it cannot be said that the MPs do not always represent the interest of their constituents.
Consequently, an MP is still representative of his constituents, even if his votes are at variance with the wishes of his constituents. This is because it is impossible for an MP to take a single logical position that reflects the entire span of the varying opinions of his constituents. On many issues, some issues, yes, you can easily tell. Like in the issue that is before the House now. The MPs all know what Ghanaians want. So 275 are all supportive of the bill.
U.S. Speaker of Parliament Alban Bakpin, a lawyer Augustine Jamefi representing Sarah A.J., one of the accused individuals in the Cecilia Dapa $1 million case, hopes to secure bail requirements today. He wants Sarah released so she can hold her 6-month-old infant again. Lawyer Jamefi described the bail conditions as stringent, but affirmed his client's dedication to meeting them within the specific time frame.
They've taken her back to cell. So we're just making preparation to arrange for people to execute the bill for him. Looking at the bail condition, to me, it was so harsh, and it's not something you can get it just now and then. So we have to do that either today, tomorrow, or the next day. But her relatives are ready. If after 2-3 days we are not able to meet the conditions, we want to make the effort tomorrow. If we are 2-3 days we are not able to meet the conditions, I'll go back for review of the bill condition. But well, let them start and let's see.
Some youth of Aboabo in their Sokor Mampong municipality in the Ashanti region have called on the IGP to caution personnel in their approach to handling issues in Zongo communities. They say the recent death of Yusuf Salawuddin and the killing of Zongo 7 are among instances of unfair treatment suffered in the hands of the police. They spoke to Joy News during a fitness walk towards Aboabo homecoming. There's more in the following report.
The death of Yusuf Salawuddin led to an attack on the Aswasi police station by some irate youth. The police, after arresting some suspects in a swoop, allegedly assaulted and abandoned the victim, whom many say was at the point of death. Baba Saki, leader of Aswasi Youth Front, believes the police have over the years acted contrary to the tenets of their professional ethics. He points to instances of arbitrary killings of Zongo youth by the police.
It's obvious that the police have different mindset towards approaching Zongo people when it comes to operation or sweeping. When they come to Zongo community, they use so many myths, they use so many approaches, which is so unfair to the people of Zongo community.
The youth wants the IGP to engage his officers to review their operational approach on Zongo issues. According to Baba Saki, they will be forced to defend themselves if the killing continue.
When you look at what happened with Zongo 7, my brother, we can't forget. So we, the Zongo people, are calling on IGP. We are sending a signal that the approach and manner that they use on our people is very, very unfair. And we will not sit down for that to be happening to us.
Okuma Leaks reports, read to you.
And to election headquarters, I believe I can make an impact. That's the reason why Ghana's former minister, former minister Kofi Konedo-Apreku is contesting to become the flag bearer of the governing New Patriotic Party. The former ECOWAS commissioner says he is best positioned amongst 9 other competitors to lead the NPP. Blessed Suga has more on the following report.
He is number 8 on the ballot. And for some followers of the New Patriotic Party who ride on the mantra of breaking the 8 to retain political power, Dr. Kofi Konedo-Apreku has good omen to deliver victory for the governing New Patriotic Party. But the candidate, who has had this long-held ambition of becoming president, said he's on a mission to make a positive impact on the lives of Ghanaians.
I want to be president because I believe I can make an impact. I have a lot that I've gained from the public, and they say to those for whom much is given, much is expected. I feel a sense of obligation.
The former Trade and Industry Minister is contending with 9 other names attempting to succeed President Akufo-Addo, whose tenure expires after the 2024 election. But the former ECOWAS commissioner says he's confident in his ability to change the fortunes of the party when given the opportunity.
The people there are also interested in the political fortunes. So they're looking for people who will deliver so that the party can continue to win elections.
Blessed Suga's report. Now, an inspirational Ghanaian has developed a beautiful natural homestead where he keeps animals for business and conserves the environment by converting degraded land into forest. After sun winning led to a degraded land 24 years ago, the enclave at Domiabra near Ejiso in the Ashanti region is now a one-of-a-kind farm surrounded by forest. Mahmoud Mohammed Nuruddin has more.
So when I came, I found out that some of the parts, the land is being used as a sign winning area, and for that you cannot plant anything.
This place is a little heaven because from the Bible we all understand that Adam and Eve started from a garden, and the garden comprises so many trees and different types.
In fact, when you come here, you would see a lot of trees, you will see different kinds of animals, and you would be amazed on how this particular land was converted into a useful one.
Excessive sun winning rendered the land degraded. Nanasia sought assistance from the fishery department to convert a portion of the land into fish ponds. He now has 4 departments on the farm.
That is the livestock, the aquaculture, mangoes, and that is the tree, and then the poultry, then a small game.
Nanasia's efforts have earned him recognition as a farmer and friend of the environment.
Mohammed Nuruddin's report for Climate Focus, and that's how we end the bulletin. In our top story, Minority in Parliament is appealing to Ghanaians and civil society groups to join the campaign to force Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Ernest Addison, and his deputies to resign. I am Amisi Nyamiche Thompson. Business is next on the Super Morning Show.